This is The Review, your guide to fine dining and finding the perfect dining place. You're going to learn everything about dining, from appetizers to attitude, decor to desserts, restaurants to recipes. You'll meet the people behind the scenes of some of the best dining places in our area, and they'll share their secrets with us. That's the menu. We call it The Review.
We're here in Boston with the owner of the fabulously successful Radius restaurant, Christopher Myers, to tell us a little bit about what it is that you think about your restaurant that has struck such a chord with the people in this city.
Well, it's kind of an off chord. What we wanted to do here was something that was decidedly non-Boston. And Boston is typically, in restaurant and in personality and attitude, small. We like being a small town, a small city. All our decisions are made, by committee. It takes a long time. We wanted to do a big city restaurant, a la London, Prague, Paris, New York. For some Bostonians, it's radically disorienting. For those people that travel a good amount, it's a breath of fresh air.
You guys are internationally acclaimed for your food, and you've managed to maintain that consistency since the time you've opened as well. Tell me a little bit about the cuisine and about your partner, the chef, and how this all came together as a concept.
Chef Michael Schlau and Esty Parsons are the two co-owners here. What we wanted to do was a different style of French cooking. It's not weird food in the least. It's not fusion food. It's just what the French do, which is always borrow from. I mean, they've been borrowing from the Italians for forever and ever and ever.
Now tell us a little bit about the chef de cuisine we're going to meet today.
We stole him out of the Napa Valley. He was working with Thomas Keller at Bouchon. He is one of the 5 most talented, driven, ambitious people I've ever worked with.
Thank you.
Welcome to the Radius Kitchen.
This is quite a facility you have here, and this must be the chef?
You do, I'm Brian Robert.
Oh, so I get a peek behind the line here. This is fabulous. So, what are we up to today?
Today we're going to soft poach a duck egg. We're going to braise off some leeks, slice them into rings, and blanch them in salted water. We get our leeks from a local organic farm, Farrell.
Right.
Just beautiful leeks. We're just going to slice them into little rings just like this.
Gorgeous.
The key with blanching, obviously, is that you want to maintain the green color, the chlorophyll that's in this. So if the water doesn't lose its boil, we'll maintain that color.
Right. So that's why you need the large pot of water, even though
The
it's
reason
a small
why we're
amount.
not poaching them off in the small pot,
Got
precisely.
it.
Remove them all,
That's a handy tool. I think I need one of those.
and we'll cool them down very quickly in their ice bath. So for the duck eggs, we're just going to spear them. This is a little cake tester. So we're going to punch the bottom of the egg.
Little pinhole?
Little pinhole. And we'll do that to all of the eggs that we're going to poach off.
And what does that do?
It'll allow the moisture to penetrate the egg. There's a fine layer on top of the egg.
Of the membrane, right.
Exactly. And as it cooks, the water will go inside, release it from its shell, making it easier for us to peel it off. So we'll just submerge these in a pot of simmering water, set a timer for 6 minutes, and we'll be all set. So now the 6 minutes have passed, we'll remove the eggs from the water, place them directly in the ice bath. And then as soon as the eggs hit the ice bath, we want to crack them with the back of our spoon.
Make it easier to peel?
Exactly. That'll allow the water to seep inside of the shell. We'll very carefully peel them off of their shell, and then we'll just submerge them very quickly in a bit of simmering water to heat them back up. And then we'll place the slice of house-made brioche down in the toaster. Give that just a minute or two to toast.
What is it about brioche that gives it its unique texture?
It's the butter, actually.
Really?
It's the butter that's worked into the dough. As the bread toasts, obviously, it dries out a bit, so we moisten it, 1 with the leeks and 2 with an herb sauce. All of our caviar comes from a company in Portland, Maine called Brown Trading. This is an American caviar, actually.
It is true sturgeon, not the salmon that we think of as being the sort of American caviar.
Exactly. It's not a Tobiko or anything like that. The eggs are a dark brown, grayish color.
This should be an interesting treat. I have yet to try this stuff. I've heard so much about it. What's the portion of caviar for each dish that goes out?
Generally about a ½ ounce or so. That's a 7-ounce tin of caviar. So now that we have the brioche toasted, we're going to cut it into a beautiful little ring.
Take the crusts off, just
Take
like
the
my
crust
mom.
off, exactly. And then we'll remove the center. It'll be our resting spot for the egg. Take the leeks.
My leeks always turn so blah in color. I'm going to have to remember this. Of course, we need to dry it. We don't want to dilute our leeks with water.
Exactly, otherwise the seasoning has gone by the wayside here. We'll place the egg right in the center. So just froth up the outside of that sauce. We'll place this around the bed of leeks. A little bit of caviar on top.
Eggs on eggs, my favorite.
And we'll garnish with just a little chervil.
Marvelous. This is looking good enough to eat. Now you do know I'm going to have to destroy your geometry here by giving this a test.
I hope so.
Now I want to get just enough caviar, just enough egg. Oh, need to pop through there. Oh, the texture looks perfect. It's oozing out its rich yolk as we go. This looks like the best brunch I've ever had. You were absolutely right about this duck egg. It doesn't need sauce. The richness and the texture, it's almost like eating an eggy creme brulee, just sitting right here with some caviar on top. Unbelievable. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Absolutely. Pleasure.